All right, Mr. Ross, give me that sauce. Hello and welcome, Wisdom Seekers. I have returned with another episode of DIY Wizardry. And in this episode, we're going to be going over how to build a backdrop. Now, it seems pretty fucking easy, right? It's just a backdrop. Well, there's a couple things that I did to make this efficient to get out of the way, all right? And it's really, really cheap. I think it was about like $35 max for me to get all the materials. So let's get started. Now, just real quick, I want to apologize for the glare because usually I shoot my videos at nighttime, but I don't have the schedule to do that right now, so there's a lot of sunlight coming in from the sunroof, cut in my bathroom. So what you need to get are some of these plastic clips. I got a pack of, I think, like 16 of them for $8, and you really only need 4 of these small ones, so you can get them, for cheaper. I got a large pack because I need to use a bunch for carpentry and stuff like that, but you really only need 4 small clips. Then after that, what you need to do is you need to get a moving blanket or something that is thick. I chose moving blanket because it helps with the acoustics in the room. It helps a lot better compared to using a sheet, like a bed sheet, which I was using before, which also kind of allowed light to come in from this crack in the door, and that's not good. You can see it on a couple of old videos, and I wanted to try and move away from that. So get a moving blanket or a thick cloth of sorts that light can't get through, and hopefully will also help dampen sound. Then what I got was this curtain rod, which was $10 at Walmart, and it is extendable. I think it extends to about 84 inches. And then after that, the last thing you need to get is a PVC pipe. I got a 10-foot length of 3/4 inch for, I think, like $3. And I only needed, I think 82 inches. So super cheap overall for the entire project. Let's show you how to do this. Now you're going to need a couple supplies that I assume everybody has already. If you don't, then pick some of this up as well. But I used some glue and I used some duct tape. This is a method that I used, but you can also get away with potentially using some Velcro and a stapler. But I didn't have Velcro on hand, so this is what I went with. So first, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to measure the pipe about 1 inch on either side, wider than the widest part of the blanket. Now what I did was I turned the blanket sideways, so the longest side is going across. And that's because I wanted as much of the width to be taken up for when we're shooting in YouTube videos, like 16 by 9. After that, you're going to want to cut the PVC pipe. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to tape the PVC pipe along the length of the bottom of the blanket, just to make sure everything is straight and lined up. Once you're done with that, you're going to want to put down a line of glue along the entirety of the blanket at the bottom. And then roll the PVC pipe over it. Once you've rolled it over a little bit, tape it some more so it stays in place. And then put down another line of glue. This way, the blanket is held in place in multiple spots. And then, after that, I just rolled it up all the way to hold it in place, and then let it dry for 24 hours. Now, like I said, this isn't the best method, but it's what I use because of what I had. And that's the whole thing with DIY, making use of what you have on hand. So with all that done, now what you do is you extend the curtain rod wider than the moving blanket, just so you can clip all of the edges all along the way, and there's no overhang. Hey everybody, I just want to say thanks for sticking around this far, and if you want to keep supporting me and my channel, check out my Teespring, where you can get the shirt I'm wearing right now, this one, and this one, along with a few that I can't actually show you on YouTube, because my video will be banned. Back to the video! Now all you have to do is clip the moving blanket to the curtain rod and unroll the moving blanket. That's it. Okay, and we are done. And as you can see, it's fairly flat and smooth, and that is because of the PVC pipe. When you wrap it up with the pipe, not only does it help to store up on top when you're not using it, but it keeps it wrinkle-free, which is nice. And I actually got this idea from looking up how professionals usually store their backdrops. And what I found was most of the time they have a big rack on the wall, and they store all their backdrops on a roll, similar to this. So, not professional, but it really gets the job done, and it's pretty damn cheap. And I'm also not sure if you can tell, but there is a pretty drastic decrease in the overall resonating frequencies in the room just from putting this up. So that's also a plus. Better audio, better video. Now there are also a bunch of different colors that you can get for this. What I found when I went to Harbor Freight Tools, which is where I got this, they have this blue one, they've got gray, they've got black ones, they've got camo, they've got red. So, I mean, you can pick any color that you want for this backdrop and you're still going to get a dual use. If you don't want to use a sound blanket, you can get some heavy canvas or something of that nature, and it'll probably work just as well. But that about does it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also remember that pineapples eat you back. Until next time, the wizard has spoken.